Hi there. Welcome to another episode of Caterpillar the Butterfly Show. I am so happy to have you with me today. In this episode, I'm going to talk about three forms of wealth that you can start building in your life. The three forms of wealth are assets, education, and relationships. Let's go deeper on each of these. What's an asset? Asset is something that can generate you money, not take away money from you. And if you read financial books or listen to financial experts, you will always hear that build assets. No, don't accumulate liabilities, but accumulate assets. When you're accumulating assets, it is going to generate money for you. It's going to generate wealth for you. So I've been thinking about my life and I've been looking at my financial life, and I had generated a lot of assets, but I also have a lot of liabilities that are eating my money. Like credit card seems to be a big liability because it's taking away money from my bank. There are things that I thought are assets but are actually turning up to be liabilities, which are interesting to me. Like, for example, I may make some investments, but they're actually costing me money, not generating me money. So, number one form of wealth is asset. Like, on a week to week, month to month basis, you can always ask yourself, this week, this month, how much assets did I buy? How much assets did I invest in? And when you don't have a clear affirmative answer to that, then you know that that's an area that you can focus to improve. Number two, the second form of wealth is education. Learning, growing ourselves, reading, taking courses, learning a new skill, identifying what is your next level in your life, and focusing on certain skills and knowledge that can help you to achieve that. Investing in university education or any form of education that that feels right for you, but you're always keeping yourself up to date about what's important and making yourself a thought leadership in whatever area that you want to be really good at. So that's an investment that you will do, but it's going to pay back. It's an intellectual investment. It's an investment on your mind. Like for me, when I'm recording this YouTube videos, I am also investing on how can I do better on this, on these. How can I build a community around it? How can I be good in front of camera? It's an education for me, right? And I'm learning and I'm constantly tweaking and I'm trying to improve, and it's a wealth accumulation for me, right? So that's the number two I want to talk to you about. Wealth is education. Number three is relationships. Your net worth is your network, right? So you can also say that your network is your net worth, right? Either way, it's true that how many people you know, how many people you network with, that much is your asset. It's a different form of asset that will come back to you when you really needed them. And in the relationships category, you can also have separate categories, like relationship with yourself, like maybe it's a spirituality, or it could be like a divine connection to the creator that you believe in, like whichever is the right terminology, right thing for you. But it's belief in yourself, or the feeling of connection with yourself, right? So how you feel various relationship that you have within yourself, right? That's number one. Second is it could be your family. If you have kids, it could be your kids. And then the extended connections network, and your colleagues at work, your manager, your general teammates, all these things, that all the time that like all the work that you put in to build relationships, it's part of the wealth, right? So those are coming back to you. And it's the same way, it's an asset. An asset is a wealth, right? And then education is wealth, and relationships is wealth. I would add one more, even though it's not part of the top three, but I would like to say that there is one thing that is an indirect wealth, is your physical health, right? Because if it is not giving you money, it's a liability, right? So if anytime you eat unhealthy food, it's a liability because you are need to pay for that food that you're eating. Anytime you are not exercising enough, it's a liability. That act of not taking care of your health and wellness is coming to a becoming a liability for you. So you can expand assets in multiple way. Assets can be, financial assets that you buy, or it can be even your, physical asset. Like, like what's the point in having a lot of money when you don't have health to take care of your life, right? You are feeling sick and you're feeling tired. I recently went for a vacation, and I found that when I went to visit my relatives, people who have good health but they may not have necessarily enough money, they tend to be happy. But the people who have, enough money but they don't have enough health, they tend to be sad. Why that is so? Because you need to have health to enjoy the wealth, right? So it's an asset. So if you think your body is an asset, then nurturing it itself is a part of building your wealth. And like, you can either be, slave to good habits, or you can be slave to, doctor and prescriptions and pharmaceutical industry. You choose. And I too have to choose which one I need to do. So that's what I want to cover with you today. The top 3 assets that are most important to build is, the top 3 wealth, right? That's a discussion. It's top 3 wealth that's most important to build is build assets, have good education, focus on education, and build relationships. And each of this category, you can go deeper on what's more important. And finally, don't forget your health. Health is wealth. If there's no health, there's no benefit of all the wealth that we are going to accumulate in our life. I hope you like this video. Thank you so much for watching this. If you do like it, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I invite you to join my inner circle by going to sijisinnercircle.com, where I can send you weekly newsletter on my latest video that I record. Everything is for you. This is my relationship. My newsletter is my relationship. I want to build connection with you. I want to add value to you. I want to build an asset. I want to learn, have the education, and also I want to make sure that I have good connections and relationship that I constantly develop and build. Appreciate your time. Thank you so much for watching. I will speak to you again next time. Until then, take care. Bye bye.